Hi everyone. I'm here once again in good old Clear Lake. It's over there. I'm hooking up with Captain Steve, and we are here to take advantage of the great fall bites that's happening right now with the catfish. Our plan is simple. We're gonna try and just get as many catfish as we can. I'll document the whole thing, and otherwise, sit back, enjoy, and hopefully we'll get a bigger catfish.
Our plan is simple. We are going to troll ever so slowly, like we've always done before, looking for large amount of bait fish, because when we find some bait fish, we'll be able to find the catfish. And particularly in autumn, catfish are extremely aggressive, extremely hungry as they're trying to bulk up for the winter. So just like last video, we have a little tracker to keep track of all the fish, or in this case, we have our channel catfish tracker. And the only thing I really can say is sit back and enjoy the show.
Fish on!
Captain Steve is almost like a sidekick, being able to tell when a fish is about to be hooked up.
Fish on! Fish on!
Another male. The sun's coming up, and hopefully they're waking up.
Fish on!
This little orange thing floating on the surface is a planer board. It's what Captain Steve and other professional catfishermen uses. What it does is it pulls your bait out to the side of the boat, so you can spread multiple lines and cover more water and theoretically catch more fish.
Big chunky male.
Fish on!
Cat and Steve fishes with only the best. Meat hunter rods. These rods are built to take on monster catfish and about anything else in freshwater or saltwater. This is not a sponsored video by any means. I just own 3 of them myself, and I absolutely love how they handle a hard fighting fish. We were picking up a lot of large targets on the fish finder, and it was only a matter of time until a catfish decided to take the bait as we slowly trolled over it.
Fish on!
When I began reeling down the rod, this catfish felt quite heavier than the others so far, and usually bigger catfish try to keep themselves at the bottom of the lake as best as they can while they're trying to be reeled up. So really, if anything, cue the music. This female catfish was definitely the bigger one of the day, but the big question is it heavier than 20 pounds?
Yeah. So
21. New personal best. So 21.6 pounder, 35 inches. Super beautiful, only with Captain Steve Johnson. Little did I know, another hookup was about to happen.
Fish on.
And of course, after realizing there was a hookup, I tried to scramble to grab the rod while also holding on to the 21-pound catfish, but luckily Steve was there to help me out. So this male we're going to keep, but he has a weird little bump on his lower lip. In fact, his lower mouth doesn't really look like it's that big, but he'll be useful. Now, usually Steve and I are always catch and release type of people. However, Steve wanted to keep a few small-sized catfish to fry up later on, which I was happy to help with.
Fish on.
Finally got one after, what was like a good 30-minute drift or something like that.
Fish on.
During this trip, we have been fishing within 20 to 30 feet of water. However, as winter sets in, the catfish will move to deeper waters. While they are slower moving, almost lethargic, they will still be biting. But despite popular belief that summer is the best time for catfish, you can actually argue that fall and spring are even better because in both seasons, they're bulking up in fat. Fall to survive winter, and spring to prepare for the spawn that usually happens in the summer.
It's a nice fish. Female.
Primary gray fish, 17-pound female. Nice fish.
Fish on.
Changing the memory card, and we got a hookup on this guy. Little male.
Fish on.
This catfish looked a little bit more beaten and bloodied up, so Captain Steve decided to keep this one to fry up later.
Fish on.
Little baby catfish. Of all the times I fished with Steve, this is actually probably the smallest catfish I've ever caught at Clear Lake ever.
Fish on.
So this guy actually has a crappie rig stuck to his underlip right here, and wrapped around his fin, and it's all bloodied and stuff. In fact, yeah, like right there. See, it was wrapped around his fin. But luckily we got him, so we'll take it out of him. We weren't sure how long that catfish had that hook in its mouth, but luckily in my hand I was able to get that hook out of it.
Fish on.
So that's almost 18 pounds, 17.95.
Fish on.
Another feisty male. Carol. So 15 pounder, tournament grade fish. I'm gonna let him go.
Fish on.
That's 16.3. Nice 16-pound catfish. Afternoon bite.
After rewatching the footage, I'm not exactly sure what I was trying to go on and talk about to the camera, but let's just assume I'm just really happy about this. So in total, we caught about 20 channel catfish, which the 21.6 pounder was the largest, but the average weight for all the catfish that we caught was about 13.7 pounds, which is not bad at all. And if you want to fish with Captain Steve and go after trophy channel catfish, his website is available. I'll place the link in the description below, just like always. I also want to take the time to thank everyone who not only watched this video, but subscribed to the channel. I have about 189 subscribers, which is pretty awesome to think that we're close to 200. And I just want to say thank you for that. I have some plans of how I want to wrap up the year before we leave 2025. But otherwise, thank you for watching and see you guys soon.